Umsakazo ke wakho yezohlelo sikeqo Magola Drive Show lapha ya sikabene ke soqala saloke nje uhlelo impela ke sinake lapha ya uMalume John usuka khona ke lapha eSparesboyz kulona kosuku namhlanje sikhuluma ke ngazo ke inkinga wonke umuntu abhekana ke nazo inkinga ke zeimoto kanjalo ke siyazi ukuthi masikhuluma ke ngazo inkinga zeimoto gcina ke sezidle enkulu imali ephaketheni kanti vele nesimo somnotho asimile kahle hle so ke siyazi ukuthi ke lapha ko Sparesboyz bakunikeza ke quality hamba ke phambili at a very affordable price uzobe khona ke lapha ya Malume John kuyena ke sikhuluma ke naye ngaloke lolo suku olwana namhlanje usuka khona ke lapha Sparesboyz. Malume John, hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, and you?
I'm good, I can't complain.
Just awesome to be back with you and all the listeners out there in KZN and all over this beautiful country of ours.
Malume John, let's be real. Everything is getting a bit more expensive these days. And not even a bit expensive, very, very expensive. So how is Sparesboyz helping a consumer on inkinga yemoto, but also they can't even go any stretch further in terms of mhlawumbe kuba nemali yokhokhela imoto njalo njalo. So ke nibasiza kanjani abalaleli lapha eSparesboyz?
Well, one thing I want to just make very clear to the listeners, especially through our Sparesboyz branch, that, you know, what actually is a used part. And this is a lot of the times people don't realize that we are selling used parts, but used parts are actually the parts that are put onto the car normally at the factory. Okay. So a used part is an original part taken off the car. So by buying second hand in certain instances, there are huge savings for the customers out there. Because, for instance, when it comes to brakes and brake pads, even a disc can be measured and checked and made sure that it is within the specifications, and that, for instance, would be an original one taken off the original brand. So if it was Mercedes or BMW or Honda or any one of those brands, Hyundai, that means that the factory has put this part on, we've taken it off, we've checked it, we've checked the quality of the part, and therefore we can save the customers out there huge money, because the pricing of the second hand, this is where we come into the market and we price it according to how we get it. So it doesn't really matter what it's selling for out there in the market. We try, and our business is to save customers money, and that's just one of the ways that we can save you, by buying a good quality used part.
Malume John, mangabe sikhuluma ke ngama repairs emoto kakhulukazi, I think every one of us has that moment la khona ke mhlawumbe masikhuluma ke ngama repairs, you would think ukuthi, oh man, this part of my car will cost me an arm and a leg, it's too much. Mhlawumbe in terms of that, what is the best advice you would give a listener at home to shop smart but also save and stay safe as well at the same time? So three things: you shop smart, you save, and you also buy a part of the car that will help you drive safer on the roads.
Okay, very important to deal with reputable companies.
Okay.
Companies that you know out there, the quality, how long they've been in business, what is their customer service like. You can check things out today on Google reviews and all kinds of things. So very important you're dealing with a quality company that can give you the right advice, because out there at the moment it is very difficult for the customers, because when they take it to the mechanic doesn't always know exactly what is wrong with the car, because they're not highly trained. Now, dealing with those types of mechanics leads to just expense after expense, because they'll tell you to buy one part, they fit it onto your car, the problem's exactly the same. Now you have to buy a second part to put onto your car, they tell you the problem's exactly the same. Now, fault finding is the most important thing from a mechanical. What actually is the problem? Because the minute you know exactly what the problem is, then a company like Sparesboyz can assist you, because we can see what is it that you want and what is it that the problem that you want to solve. Because quality is an issue that we can offer you a range. We can offer you a quality used part. We import parts ourselves, so we can offer you a good quality aftermarket part. We also have OEM parts. So the range is depending on you and exactly what is your budget. What is the importance? When putting, for instance, brake pads, it just pays to put the best quality, because, you know, braking is what saves lives, and quality just, there's no ways that you can skimp on quality there. So that is why dealing with a company that's been in business for so long like Sparesboyz gives you the assurance that when you're buying parts from Sparesboyz or Parts Boys or Africa Boys online, you're buying a quality part, because we've been around for 35 years and it's part of our job is to check the quality of the parts that we are selling you, and also at the best possible price, therefore saving you money.
Talking about you guys have been around for a very, very long time. Maybe with your understanding, you've built a very loyal customer base and you've been around for years. What makes our listeners and clientele coming back to Sparesboyz?
To be very honest with you, it's hard to say one thing. But for us, what's most important is communication. So we like to be open and we communicate to you, because when you've got a problem, it is our job to put a solution into place, and put a solution into place that saves you as much money as possible. So in a nutshell, people you can trust, people that are honest, and people that are there to give you service. And this is why our reputation is like it is because basically at the end of the day, we're here to serve the people. At the end of the day, it's the customers that actually pay our salaries. And that's why they are so important to us, to look after them and give them the quickest possible, the cheapest possible route to get their problems solved. So you've got a problem, you come to us. Our focus is to put the solution into place at the best possible price.
For contact details and your physical address?
Right, for Sparesboyz, on our brands, which are new and used parts, Mercedes, BMW, Honda, Tata, Hyundai, Kia, Jeep, Land Rover, Renault, Peugeot, Citroen and Volvo. We are situated at 89 Chris Harney Road. Now, here's just something new that I want to mention to the listeners, because, you know, everybody's operating on WhatsApps at the moment, and it's very easy way to communicate. And as I said, we love to communicate to solve problems. So I'm going to give you a WhatsApp line for Sparesboyz, which is 079 292 3939. 079 292 3939. By all means, pop them a WhatsApp. You'll see they'll come back to you instantly, and they'll be able to give you the best possible solution at the best possible price.
Malume John, thank you so much.
Pleasure. To all the listeners out there, have an absolutely awesome afternoon.
Thank you, Malume John. Yena ke lapha Malume John soka lapha ya impela ke kwa Sparesboyz nje besho ukuthi ke quality ke emaphatha emoto nge price mhlambe ke ephansi kakhulu impela ke for zona ke inhlobo ke zeimoto ezahlukahlukene Mercedes impela ke Citroen zonke inhlobo zeimoto yakwazi ukuthi ke uye khona ke lapha bakwazi ukukulekelela nje kakhulu.